Library Time with Miss James. So I hope you heard my other story that I read about a girl that was flying, and it was a fiction story, which means it is not real, yes. And so this story, even though it is cartoonish, see, it's got cartoonish pictures, it is still based on something very real. It is about a real person, and it is called Amelia Who Could Fly. Do you know who this is? Amelia Who Could Fly. Who is that? And in the last book, I gave you a little clue of who we were going to be talking about in this story by showing you a picture that was hanging on the girl's wall. So let's see who this Amelia is. I bet most of you already know it, though. This is by Amelia Corso. Amelia Who Could Fly. My name is Amelia. Look at her. I am 10 years old, and someday I am going to fly. She's got the costume, everything she needs to be a pilot. I have a scrapbook, and I have filled it with pictures and stories of women who have done great things. And someday, I will be in someone's scrapbook. Oh, I love that. She has very high hopes and dreams, doesn't she? In the field behind my grandparents' house, I find crickets and I search for snakes. I fill my pockets with seeds and flowers, and I dig for worms and I watch the frogs. Got a net, you see that? Have you done any of these things yet this spring? I remember being at my grandmama's and trying to find crickets and fill my pockets with flowers, and we always found worms and frogs. That's so much fun. I climb rocks, open my arms, and take off. I am flying. Everything looks so small from up here, and I feel the wind, and I feel like I can fly forever. Now, what is she doing? What is she using? Her imagination. Yes, that's right. She's just trying to believe that that's what she's doing because she wants to do it so badly, so she's using her imagination so that she can feel like she's doing that. Last Christmas, I got a gun. Wow. My grandfather was unhappy with my papa, but I might need it on my adventures. What's she trying to shoot? I don't know. You can see her and her little sister. Her gun. I remember the first time I flew. I crash landed and I hurt my knee, but it was worth it. My uncle helped me build a launch pad. 1, 2, 3. Wow, look at her launch pad coming off the barn's roof. It's a slope. Woo. The sky was so big and blue. That day I felt like I was in the clouds. I spread my wings. It didn't last too long, but that was when I knew that flying was what I was meant to do. She hurt her knee. Today is a cloudy, cold day, but it doesn't matter. We're going to the state fair. I want to ride a roller coaster. Yeah. Papa and I take off and everything is moving so fast, but I can still see Mama on the ground. She is watching me soar. Do you like roller coasters? I would think flying the way she's wanting to fly in her own plane would be similar to a roller coaster. So this is good for her to be able to feel this. Look, she's enjoying it. I love roller coasters. Fun. Then I see it. An airplane coming out of the clouds. It's so far away. It's even higher than the roller coaster. Got her pointing up there. You know, she's so excited. My name is Amelia. I am 10, and I am ready to take off. And someday, I will be in a scrapbook. And someday, I will fly. Look at her. Now, have you guessed who this Amelia girl is? Amelia Earhart, yes. And I have some things I want to tell you about her, and I'm going to show you some pictures of her as I tell you these facts about Amelia Earhart. She was born in Kansas, and it was back in 1897, July 24th, 1897. She spent her childhood in both Kansas and with her grandparents in Iowa with her parents. Now, as a young child, her and her sister would roam the fields and collect frogs and go hunting for moths and worms and go exploring and do all that just like the book said. Amelia liked to wear pants, which was very unusual for girls at this time. They were expected to wear dresses and skirts, and she wanted her hair cut short. Now, when Amelia was 7 years old, she built a ramp on an old tool shed, and with the help of her uncle, just like in the story, she built an old wooden box and made it fly. She went up with skinned knees, but that did not stop her. Thoughts of flying filled her head all the time, her body and her heart, as she said much later. Seeing an airplane fly for the first time at that state fair just made her even more determined to learn how to fly. So that was the first time she had seen an airplane, was at that state fair that we talked about. Amelia received her first plane as a gift for her 25th birthday, and she painted the plane yellow and named it Canary. And from then on, there was no stopping Amelia. Newspapers and fashion magazines followed her remarkable flying career and often published photos and stories. Amelia even designed her own clothing line. Amelia Earhart was the first woman to cross the Atlantic Ocean flying solo. That means she was all by herself flying a plane, first woman, in 1932, and she disappeared somewhere over the Pacific Ocean in 1937. So that was 5 years later after she made that awesome flight by herself that was so everybody hears about, you know. But after that, she disappeared. She wanted to fly all the way around the world, and on that flight in 1937, she disappeared. And to this day, we still do not know where her plane is. But what an awesome story, and to know that her dreams started when she was little. She never even seen a plane before in real life, but she wanted to fly so bad she could feel it all through her body and just knew that's what she wanted. Just like our other story that we read about Violet, and just how she wanted to fly so badly. And both of these children, remember, started at a very young age, and they dreamed something and they made it happen. So whatever you dream and want bad enough, if you really want it and that's something you want to do with your life, you go for it, you try your best, and make it happen. Make your dreams come true. And she did something that no one had ever done before. No woman had ever went over the ocean, and she did that. So that's amazing. And I bet she's in many scrapbooks today, and I bet you will be too if you make your dreams come true. All right, I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you soon. Miss you. Love you. Bye.